morning and welcome to the Buddhist Temple of Toledo. Please have a seat and turn to page 2 in your liturgy books. Gata of atonement, all evil karma ever committed by me since of old, on account of my beginningless greed, anger, and ignorance, born of my body, mouth, and thought. Now I atone for it all evil karma ever committed by me since of old, on account of my beginningless greed, anger, and ignorance, born of my body, mouth, and thought. Now I atone for it all evil karma ever committed by me since of old, on account of my beginningless greed, anger, and ignorance, now of my body, mouth, and thought. Now I atone for it all. Nakaya 3 Refuges. Buddham Saranam Gacchami. Buddham Saranam Gacchami. Dhammam Saranam Gacchami. Dhammam Saranam Gacchami. Sangam Saranam Gacchami. Sangam Saranam Gacchami. I take refuge in Buddha. I take refuge in Buddha. I take refuge in Dharma. I take refuge in Dharma. I take refuge in Sangha. I take refuge in Sangha. The 5 remembrances. I am of the nature to grow old. There is no way to escape growing old. I am of the nature to have ill health. There is no way to escape having ill health. I am of the nature to die. There is no way to escape death. All that is dear to me and everyone I love are of the nature of change. There is no way to escape being separated from them. My deeds are my closest companions. I am the beneficiary of my deeds. My deeds are the ground on which I stand. I am of the nature to grow old. There is no way to escape growing old. I am of the nature to have ill health. There is no way to escape having ill health. I am of the nature to die. There is no way to escape death. All that is dear to me and everyone I love are of the nature of change. There is no way to escape being separated from them. My deeds are my closest companions. I am the beneficiary of my deeds. My deeds are the ground on which I stand. I am of the nature to grow old. There is no way to escape growing old. I am of the nature to have ill health. There is no way to escape having ill health. I am of the nature to die. There is no way to escape death. All that is dear to me and everyone I love are of the nature of change. There is no way to escape being separated from them. My deeds are my closest companions. I am the beneficiary of my deeds. My deeds are the ground on which I stand. This precious human life, rarely encountered, is easily lost. Now that I have life and opportunity, may I practice the Dharma wholeheartedly. Mahayana refuge. In my heart, I take refuge in Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. May I liberate suffering beings and bring them to great joy. May the compassionate spirit of love grow within me, that I may actualize the great way. In my heart, I take refuge in Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. May I liberate suffering beings and bring them to great joy. May the compassionate spirit of love grow within me, that I may actualize the great way. In my heart, I take refuge in Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. May I liberate suffering beings and bring them to great joy. May the compassionate spirit of love grow within me, that I may actualize the great way. Invocation of the lineage. I give thanks for the guidance of my teachers. For the lineage of teachers before them, I give thanks and offerings for their devoted practice of generosity, moral discipline, patience, joyful effort, concentration, wisdom, skillful means, unshakable vow, spiritual powers, and awakened awareness for my benefit. May their years of life be lengthened, and may their vows be completely realized. May I cultivate these perfections with their guidance. 7 practices of the Bodhisattva. I bow down in body, speech, and mind. I offer the best I have to give, both real and imagined, to fill the space between us. I regret and purify all transgressions. I rejoice in all virtues. I request you to remain until total enlightenment. I request wise and compassionate guidance. I dedicate my merit for the sake of all beings. Generating love and compassion, may all sentient beings be free from clinging and hatred, being close to some and distant from others. How wonderful it would be, may this be accomplished. I will free them from clinging and hatred. Bless me to accomplish this. May all sentient beings enjoy happiness and the causes of happiness. How wonderful it would be, may this be accomplished. I will bring them happiness and the causes of happiness. Bless me to accomplish this. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. How wonderful it would be. May this be accomplished. I will free them from suffering and the causes of suffering. Bless me to accomplish this. May all sentient beings have the joy that has never known suffering. May they be free from clinging, hatred, jealousy, miserliness, doubt, pride, wrong view, ignorance, and dualistic thoughts. How wonderful it would be. May this be accomplished. I will bring them to this state. Bless me to accomplish this. Please stand for the Heart Sutra. Great Prajna Paramita Heart Sutra. Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva practicing deep Prajna Paramita clearly saw that all five skandhas are empty, transforming all suffering and distress. Shariputra, form is no other than emptiness, emptiness no other than form, form is exactly emptiness, emptiness exactly form, sensation, perception, mental reaction, consciousness are also like this. Shariputra, all things are essentially empty, not born, not destroyed, not stained, not pure, without loss, without gain. Therefore, in emptiness, there is no form, no sensation, perception, mental reaction, consciousness, no eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, no color, sound, smell, taste, touch, object of thought, no seeing, and so on, to no thinking, no ignorance, and also no ending of ignorance, and so on, to no old age and death, and also no ending of old age and death, no suffering, cause of suffering, cessation, path, no wisdom, and no attainment, since there is nothing to attain. The Bodhisattva lives by prajna paramita, with no hindrance in the mind, no hindrance, and therefore no fear, far beyond elusive thinking. Right here is nirvana. All Buddhas of past, present, and future live by prajna paramita, attaining anuttara samyak sambodhi. Therefore know that prajna paramita is the great sacred mantra, the great vivid mantra, the unsurpassed mantra, the supreme mantra, which completely removes all suffering. This is truth, not mere formality. Therefore set forth the prajna paramita mantra. Set forth this mantra and proclaim Gate Gate Para, Gate Parsam, Gate Bodhi Swaha, Gate Gate Para, Gate Parsam, Gate Bodhi Swaha, Gate Gate Para, Gate Parsam, Gate Bodhi Swaha. Infinite realms of light and dark convey the Buddha mind. All that is and we ourselves come forth in perfect harmony. We offer this sincere and devoted practice for the many beings of the six worlds, and dedicated and grateful thanks to the strength and practice of the great Heartland Sangha and its teachers. May our virtuous actions be clear from all interferences, and may our vows be fully realized. We especially dedicate these merits to Martin, Victoria, Caitlin, Maddie, and Adam. May they have peace and comfort. We also dedicate these merits to Marvin, Bam Bam, Veronica, David, Gloria, and Molly at the time of their death, as well as those whose names we hold in the silence of our hearts and those whose names we now voice aloud. May we live in perfect peace with Buddha Dharma, and may we realize the Buddha way together. All Buddhas throughout space and time, all honored ones, Bodhisattva, Mahasattva, Maha Ajna Paramita. Please prepare for Zazen. And Dharma kids and Dharma teachers, please proceed out to the front room. The clappers, the first and third rows will turn to the right, the second and back rows will turn to the left. We will now recite the Song of Covenant, which is found on page 8 of your liturgy book. We, the Daishin Kokoji Sangha, with respect for the worth and dignity of each person, with wonder at the wisdom and compassion we seek to cultivate by practice, and with deep gratitude for the teachers of this lineage and our connection to one another, covenant to support each other by upholding the precepts of doing no harm, practicing good, and actualizing good for others. Please be seated for this morning's talk. Sit comfortably and sit so that you can see our teacher. In a moment, we will recite the Gata on opening the sutra, also found on page 8 in the liturgy book. Gata on opening the sutra. The Dharma incomparably profound and infinitely subtle is rarely encountered even in millions of ages. Now we see it, hear it, receive and maintain it. May we completely realize the Tathagata's true meaning.
Good morning, everyone. Actually, it's afternoon, 10 minutes past 12. Okay. I have the clock, so I'm not going to go over time. It's so lovely to see everybody here. Thank you for coming. Seems like there's just a few more weeks left of summer, and I hope you all get a chance to enjoy it. It's been a nice summer, hasn't it? So today we are going to go into some ancestors today. So the first one we're going to look at is Maizumi Roshi. Now, Maizumi Roshi is kind of in our family style. So Rinsen and myself, we started studying with Dharma successors of Maizumi Roshi. And Aiken Roshi, who's in our direct line, actually, I would say, checked and rechecked his understanding with Maizumi Roshi, even though he had transmission in another line. He wanted to make sure that he was seeing things in accordance with the tradition. And I don't know about you, but I take a lot of solace in the fact that our teachers are constantly checking and rechecking to make sure that their understanding is in accordance with the tradition. It's a really large multiverse of spiritual marketplace out there. And it's kind of easy to make it up, actually. So at least you know you're more or less in a reliable ballpark, right? This is very important because, things go by very quickly, right? And you're putting a lot of time, especially into Zen practice, because it really demands a lot out of you. A lot of Sangha time, a lot of retreat time, a lot of cushion time, a lot of saying your daily home liturgy. And you don't want to go off on a weird little tangent, because then you have to undo the tangent that you went on. First of all, you have to recognize I went on a wrong tangent, which is huge. Then you have to say, oh, wow, I made a mistake, and now I've got to find the correct or good enough, more than good enough path. How are you going to find that? It's really not so easy, even despite the fact that never in the course of human history has the world's wisdom traditions been laid bare for all humans. So something to think about, just really appreciate the people around you here today. We're very lucky. So Maizumi was talking about Zen practice. This book is called Appreciate Your Life, The Essence of Zen Practice. And it's quite lovely read if you want to pick up a good book on Zen practice. But in this, he had a chapter on basically how to practice the right way. And in it, he quoted something from Dogen. And now Dogen is the founder of the Soto school, so that's the school that we get our ordinations from. And I looked at his quote from Dogen, and I thought, oh my God, this is actually comprehensible. we can actually work on this Sunday. And it's not going to be completely like crazy town. So we'll see how that goes. But I thought we could look at this together. It's actually translated as Eihei Dogen's Guidelines for Studying the Way. So you could say, in a sense, this is Dogen's Lam Rim, Stages of the Path teaching. And let's see what he has to say. Chapter 1. Oh, by the way, this was translated by Ed Brown and Kaz Tanahashi. So our friend Ed, he's also very much in our family style, as most of you know. So chapter 1, you should arouse the thought of enlightenment. The thought of enlightenment has many names, but they all refer to one and the same mind. Ancestor Nagarjuna said, "The mind that fully sees into the uncertain world of birth and death is called the thought of enlightenment." Thus, if we maintain this mind can become the thought of enlightenment. Now, I don't know about you, but it's really fascinating to me. Like, I remember doing CCD, right? And the first thing out of the gate is like, Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. And it's so nice and wonderful, right? Or, you get a little older, God is love. Or like Ryuka was just at the Parliament of World Religions, and she sent us this little video clip of the Krishnas. Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari. And it's so sort of like light and easy and kind of joyous and blissful. And then you get to Buddhism, and it like right out of the gate, it's kind of like depressing as hell, right? So why is that? Why do we immediately go to like death, dying, impermanence, groundlessness, everything changes, all of that stuff? It's a really interesting question. Because actually, Buddhism, or Zen in particular, presupposes that you've already have a heart of faith, and you already have a heart of love, and you already have a heart of compassion, and you already have a completely clear, luminous, aware mind. So built inside that fully seeing into the uncertain world of birth and death is that line in the Kanzeon, right? Purity, bliss, constancy, self with a capital S. Buddhism is like kind of working both sides, right? But in particular, when we're training, we're almost always working from the side of the samsaric mind. And the samsaric mind is what you're walking around with every day, all the thoughts careening around in your head, and all of the bodily sensations that you're having is your samsaric mind, your conditioned mind, our conditioned mind, the mind that tries to make it through the day as best it can and limps along, and is mostly kind of a little bit maladjusted and a little bit cray-cray, but still functional, right? Generally functional, right? So practice enters there, right? It really does, which is why we can sit you on the cushion and you could not have heard a word or one teaching about Buddhism, and you're fine. Because ultimately, what we're doing is studying how the samsaric mind, our maladjusted, conditioned way of being in the world, gets transformed, gets realigned with our Buddha nature, right? So realigned with being loving, realigned with being compassionate, especially both loving and compassionate, let me underline that, with ourselves. There seems to be some sort of a weird epidemic lately, even more than usual, of a lot of like self-degradation, self-demeaning. Honestly, we'll have none of that in the temple because each one of us is a Buddha. Make no mistake, we were born with Buddha nature. Right? That is, they say Buddhism has no beliefs. Well, there's one for you. Because I'll tell you right now, how many of you walk around saying, yeah, I got the Buddha nature. I'm a Buddha. How are you? Nice to meet you, fellow Buddha. No, you don't do that. It's way seems so far away, right? Because the samsaric mind is so flipped out, living in a groundless, changing world. So it's constantly grasping at something to keep it together, right? Come on. You wake up and the first thought that you have in the day is, right? You wake up, what am I going to do today? What's going on, right? Or whatever, right? Or you walk into a room, you don't know anybody. You're like immediately scanning for, okay, what's happening here? How am I going to interact with this situation, right? That's the samsaric mind, okay? The mind that fully sees into the uncertain world, that's the mind of practice. So what happens when we're practicing on the cushion, oh, wow, that went by really fast. I didn't even get to the punchline yet. So hold off just a minute. See, stop. So you can't control the kids. Oh God, did I lose my train of thought now? Okay, hold on. I really wanted to get to this point for us. So what happens when we're sitting on the cushion, okay? And you're preferring your breath over the narration in the story making in your mind, right? You're basically allowing yourself to experience your life not in the chains of your mind. You're loosening the grips of the chains of your samsaric mind. And of course, the more you do that, you immediately relax into this warm-hearted, spacious, totally trustworthy Buddha nature that you are. So that's why we go right in for the jugular with the samsaric mind. And we like to play rough with the samsaric mind, because that's the thing that's been getting us into trouble over and over again, keeping us thinking we're separate from everybody else, right? And the list is long. I think we say it every service: greed, anger, so forth, ignorance, jealousy, pride, miserliness, doubt, and so on and so forth. These are the marks of the samsaric mind. All in the name of trying to keep it together for us. I mean, you can't fault it. It's trying. Just, there's a better, bigger, more awesome way of doing things. And it's called practicing the Dharma. Yes. All right. Let us practice the Dharma together.
We'll now do the Bodhisattva vows. We're going to do the sung version, or I'm looking at our Dharma teacher. Sung version? Yes. I need a Mahugyo player. No worries. Change and impermanence. I vow to wake all the beings of the world. Yes, I do. I vow to set endless heartache to rest. Woo! I vow to walk through every wisdom gate. I vow to live the great Buddha way. I vow to wake all the beings of the world. Yes, I do. I vow to set endless heartache to rest. Woo! I vow to walk through every wisdom gate. I vow to live a great Buddha way. One more time, I vow to wake all the beings of the world. Yes, I do. I vow to set endless heartache to rest. Woo! I vow to walk through every wisdom gate. I vow to live a great Buddha way. Thank you, everyone. Do we have announcements for today? I'm getting on.
Hello, my name is Kensei. It is Sangha Circle time. There's going to be a wonderful variety of Sangha circles all over the area. You're going to get an email, hopefully today, maybe tomorrow. This is for all temple members. All members are encouraged to join a circle. These are small groups that meet in people's homes during Ango to discuss the Ango topic, have some snacks, meet some friends. If you have any questions, please see me. Thank you.
Any other announcements? Yes.
Reverend Dewan wanted everybody to know that we are rebooting Pastathon the first Saturday in September. So if you are into making pasta, want to learn how to make pasta, want to fellowship with your fellow Sangha members and have some great teachings and also lunch together, please put that on your calendars. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. I think we're going to have some snacks or food here shortly. Is this true? So with the sound of the dinner bell, we'll have those served. But for now, please just throw the Zendo. Thank you.